This is Head and Shoulders ATR, where we cover athletes' performances and otherwise that are head and shoulders above the rest. Welcome all to this video. You see the title. We're going to be talking about a whole host of subjects today, not just the 4x400 meter relay. So don't forget to smash that like button and hit the subscribe. Thank you for all the supporters that have come out here. So before we get into today's topic, I want to just go over this very quickly. 30 seconds here. In the women's marathon, Molly Seidel from Wisconsin got third, a bronze in her third ever marathon she's ever run. Fantastic. Bridget Kosgei got second. Paris Jepchirchir got the gold. And the biggest thing for the U.S. is this is the first medal they've gotten on the women's side since Dina Castor, I think in Athens 2004. So that is an amazing accomplishment. And the biggest thing here is that Molly Seidel actually pushed the race for a huge portion of it after the halfway point. And she was in that lead pack, like putting the pressure on. So, and that caused a couple of the athletes to drop off and they negative split it. That's something hard. For people that don't know, that means you run the second half of the race faster than the first half. That's crazy, especially done in the marathon. Then in the women's 10,000, Sifan Hassan has completed the treble. That means she did the 10,000, 5,000, got a gold. Unfortunately, she got a bronze in the 1,500. Never before done on men or women's side. Fantastic. Highlight her from the Netherlands. Let's get into the 4x4. Let's start with the men's 4x400 meter relay. There's not a lot of stuff out there. When I was looking for the images to post up here, they actually don't have that many or that good of images for the men's teams at all, especially the Americans teams, which is a little bit frustrating if I got to be honest, because it's like, yeah, they were afterthought because of the rest of the Olympics or something like that. So I'll show you the ones that I do have. United States, that was an easy victory, quote unquote. They were very close. I thought that they would get the Olympic record. Do you guys know how close they were to the Olympic record? Do you guys know how close they were? Let me show you. They got a 2:55.70 when the Olympic record was 2:55.39. Oh my goodness, that could have been anything. That could have, all that was really a tenth of a second off of each athlete, and then that would have been more than enough to get that. That is crazy. They were really fighting for it. They put Rye Benjamin on the anchor, as you just saw in that image that I just showed you, and I think that was the best decision they could have done. Unfortunately, Michael Norman wasn't running up to form. I think if he ran up to form, at least a little bit better than what he showed in the 400 final, I think they would have got the Olympic record. In order to get the world record, they would have had to knock off more than, a half a second on each, or more than a quarter of a second off of each athlete. And I don't think that would have been possible, not at this point at all. So with that being said, the 4x400 meter relay for the men, they're looking pretty good. In second place was the Netherlands, and they got a 2:57.18 national record. Botswana, Makwala finally got a medal, and it happened to come from a relay, but this is a great job for him. So they got an area record, national record too, 2:57.28. That was a very close one between the Netherlands and Botswana. Like I said, that's another one that would have just came down to a handoff, somebody cutting in a certain way and everything like that. So this was a freaking pulse pounding 4x400 meter relay. Poland, okay, Italy set a national record. People were saying, man, will Italy get another record? I mean, it looked like it. Here is the finals. Here are the finals for the women's 4x400 meter relay. I thought that the world record, an Olympic record, was going to go down, and I was like, oh my goodness. But they put the best foot forward. I mean, they loaded this team. People called it right there. I thought it was only two people that you can change out of the relays, but I think that rule is only to deal with the 4x1, because for whatever reason, it looked like they had an entirely brand new team. Now, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but did they have a brand new team? And if not, well, who were the two athletes that ran in the semis and whatnot? Because was it Athing Mo that ran there? Allison Felix? I don't think so. Dalila Muhammad and Sydney McLaughlin weren't there. This is a brand new team than the ones that ran in the semis. I don't remember seeing any of them in the semifinals or the heats of the 4x400 meter relay. Now, I could have been looking at the wrong thing, had my eyes closed or whatever. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But they had a star-studded field. They got Dalilah Muhammad, which we know can go 48 something on a relay leg. That's Sydney McLaughlin, which we know can go 48 point on a relay leg. A-Thing Mo has shown that she can go 48 point with her collegiate relays on there. And I think she did a 48-34. That was the only split that I know that I've gotten so far. I didn't see the other splits. Dalilah Muhammad can go 49 low. I'm confident because of what she's run now. She probably can go 48 high. All of these things can be pulled out or whatever, depending on their particular fitness on the day after the rounds. And if somebody's pulling them along or not, because remember, Allison Felix went 47 point at one point some years ago, but that was her dragging and catching up to another team for the United States. So sometimes if you're pressured and you want to really chase after somebody, that can drag you through. Then Allison Felix, who has the fastest open 400 for the Americans this year. So maybe somebody else in the squad can run faster than her, but she's on paper right now. She has the fastest 400 open out of any American this year, any American woman. So that being said, wow, they put together their best team. And I actually thought I had pretty good confidence that they were going to break the world record. But let's go here for a second. Poland, new national record, 320.53. Wow, that is very quick. Poland's mixed relay team winded up winning the 4x4. They were just off of the they set an Olympic record, of course, but they were just off of the world record. Once again, that's one of those things. It's like, all right, somewhere in the exchange zone or however you get that, that's the difference between it, because that can kind of determine the differences between you getting a first, or you getting a world record, an Olympic record, a national record, area record, all of those things. And then the Jamaican squad, they did very well. They brought in Sharika Jackson on that relay squad as well. Oh yeah, as a quick note, a lot of people, before I continue this one, a lot of people seem to hate Shaunae Miller-Uibo. I don't know what that, I might have should have done this earlier in the video, because some people might not have lasted this far because they saw the men, then they said whatever. But a lot of people tend to hate Shaunae Miller-Uibo. Can you guys explain that? And I mean, calling her a clown. I mean, I see this in the comment section. There are so many people. Did you know that Michael Norman dove at the line before? Then we have other people that have dove at the line. Some people did the Superman. I think it was something that Flowtac put up called the Superman jump or something like that they've done at collegiate levels. And people are really just clowning her out. Can somebody explain the reasoning behind that? Because I saw somebody defend her and said, hey, these are they still give respect to the Caribbean women. Like they're going to the point where even, I mean, NBC, I mean, understandably so, but NBC is saying Allison Felix, historic 10th medal, didn't even mention that Shaunae Miller-Uibo was the winner in that race. So this is how sometimes other people can get overshadowed. Some of the marketing has to get out. We have to get the marketing out. This channel, other channels got to get the name recognition. These athletes can get paid from name recognition, but sometimes other people overshadow them. It's harder in track to do that than it is in basketball. Yeah, LeBron James, he might be mentioned more than other people, correct? But you're still going to get the mention of these other people and their faces. Whereas in track, if you mention one person, they might just be the only ones that are getting mentioned the entire time. So she's a defending champion of her 400. At this point, I think she would have commanded some respect at this point, because it's kind of like people hating on Mo Farah. At the time he defends what he's done, that point, you got to close your mouth. You become a hater at that point. And there's a lot of haters that are in the comment section that are clowning her out, saying, oh, she didn't dive. I actually went and when the next time I have a live stream, I'll challenge you all to come in and you bring up the evidence that Shaunae Miller-Uibo was there, because I had one individual that said she was not in the lead of the race when she went to quote unquote dive. And it looked like she clearly fell. I've seen other people. I went out of my way and I spent 3 hours to find, and I should put this up. I already got this loaded up. So when a person does this and they'll call in, I'm going to have them share the link and information and send it to me. And then I'm going to bring up the 17 other races that I found that people fell over and it looked very similar to Shaunae Miller-Uibo, yet we didn't call it a dive. It was because she put her hands forward versus covering up her face that people have distinguished it. Other ones, they covered up their face, they curled up. It looked like she was trying to lean, and then it did that. That's an involuntary bodily reaction. Also, it's not against the rules to dive, because if it was, they would have banned it. So I didn't find anything against that. But I got the 17 races loaded up so that when somebody calls in, I'm just going to play it on the screen, completely shut down. They look almost identical to Shaunae Miller-Uibo. People falling in the mile, people going in the 200, people going in and on the mostly, I think over half of them are distance races, right? And because that's more likely when the athletes collapse. Then it's the ones that aren't. It's like a third are 400-meter races because people break down out of those. So distance races, I mean 800 or 5,000 or something like that. So I just want to say, I'm confused. Why are people hating on Shaunae Miller-Uibo like that? They clowning her, like calling her a straight up clown. Does she deserve to be called a clown? You guys let me know in the comment section. Let me get back to this because I don't know I don't know how a clown gets a gold medal on the top of everybody else's head. I think her running as fast as she did should have shut down the whole conversation about her being a clown. I mean, that's just me. But hey, I'm the one that's talking about it. And I want to hear from you guys why you particularly think she's a clown or not. So as I said, let me get back to this 400-meter, 4x400-meter relay. So Jamaica, like I said, they put on Sharika Jackson, smart move. 321.24. She kept them in. She kept it honest. She was able to catch one person on the leg because at one point, I think Jamaica faded to fourth place. And I believe it was Canada there. The uniforms are gray this time, had a lot more gray in it this year. And I keep subconsciously thinking back to the Qatari uniforms. I think that was Qatari's uniform. They had an alternate one where instead of having their maroon or this color right here, darkish red, they had a gray on red or something like that. Kind of, I keep thinking back to that, but it was Canada that was ahead of them. And she kept them back in and kept them in the race and was closing pretty good. So with that being said, you guys let me know national records for the Netherlands and Belgium. That is crazy. Remember, I am doing that raffle. So the marathon is tonight. I might just do the raffle champions tonight if I can get the live stream up and running. If not, I'm going to have a pre-recorded one. And then I'm going to do the actual giveaway tomorrow morning. So that's going to be Sunday morning. Don't forget that is there for everybody that is in there. And maybe you don't know your names or something like that. So maybe I'll do a post or something. But I'm going to do the actual giveaway tomorrow, even if I do the raffle today, because I did say after the marathon. But I forgot that the Japanese time and the US, Jamaican, basically this hemisphere's time is different. So, or I just might do the whole thing and then cover the marathon after that. But anyway, have a good one, everybody. Peace. Like, comment, subscribe.